Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today's video isn't actually a vlog, surprise surprise. I'm actually going to be doing a Q&A because, long story short, I was going to do a fitness tag. So basically it's just when you like look up the questions online and then answer them. But I was thinking, maybe somebody actually might want to ask me a question. So I put out on my Instagram story a couple of days ago asking you guys to ask me some questions, and so many people asked me, so I'm scrapping the whole fitness thing and this is just going to be a straight up Q&A. So let's get straight to it. I have screenshotted the questions, so I'm just going to be reading them off my phone. Okay, first question from Amy Trendant, who says, is it dangerous to bench press with my feet on the bench? Trying to do it normally with my feet on the floor creates a massive arch in my lower back which hurts. Okay, so obviously I'm no bench queen, but I do believe that having your feet on the bench is just like a preference thing. I don't actually know whether there's any benefits, apart from the fact obviously you can keep your back straight. Is it dangerous? I wouldn't say it's dangerous as long as you know what you're doing. A bit like anything with lifting, if you know what you're doing then it's not dangerous. Maybe get a spot, I don't know. But you can bench with your feet on the floor with your back straight. It's just getting the technique. Next question is from HealthyEls_, who asks, favourite thing about yourself, because it's nice to be nice to yourself. Good question, but God knows. Favourite thing about myself? I don't know, maybe my motivation or my shoulders. Probably my shoulders, let's be honest. Right. Next question is from Shannon Levy Fit, who asks, what do you use to film your workouts for Instagram? Camera, phone, love you. Love you. So to film my Instagram video workout, I just use my iPhone. I've got the iPhone 7 because it does it in, is it portrait? And then for my YouTube, I use the Canon G7X. It's a good camera. I mean, I would say personally it's worth the investment. It's great for vlogging because you can see yourself on the screen, and yeah, it's quite good quality. So yeah, so Instagram workouts I use my phone, and then my YouTube I use the Canon G7X. Next question is from NCV Fitness, who asks, would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? I would rather fight 100 duck-sized horses because, quite frankly, I think I have a phobia of birds. Next question is from _ChelsB16, who asks, question, do you have any tips on being more self-confident? Like, I have really bad anxiety and I struggle to feel confident. Yes, actually. I have and still do struggle with anxiety. I mean, I keep it pretty under the radar, but it is something I struggle with. Long term, I would say just make sure that you love what you're doing. I think that's why I struggled with such bad anxiety previously, because I didn't enjoy what I was doing. I went to uni, hated it, was working a full-time job, which I hated. So I think that is why I struggled so much. So I would say find a job that you love, find a passion that you love, stick with it, enjoy it, and then hopefully you just feel a little bit more at ease. Short term, I would say, for me personally, I feel like being organised and knowing what I'm doing, like, kind of prevents the anxiety from coming. But when it does, I kind of feel like my best tip to being more confident is pretend you're confident. That might sound mad, but basically just pretend to be confident, and then people will never know. That's kind of how I've got by my whole life. Oh, okay, and she's asked another question. She asked tips on losing weight and the best exercises to do at the gym. So my best tip for losing weight is just to make sure that you are eating less calories than you are putting out. That, at the end of the day, is going to result in weight loss. There is no magic formula. And then the best exercise to do in the gym, obviously cardio. That's probably the best for burning calories. Specifically HIIT workouts, they're good because they've got an afterburn, or something like sprints on the treadmill. Yeah, best exercise to do in the gym. That's what I would say. Next question is from GURJS3. I'm literally so bad at this. Hi, good work, keep it up. What would you recommend workouts for losing body fat? Okay, so similar to the last question, but the kind of workouts I would recommend is something, so if you're weight training, working hypertrophy, so working in the 10 to 15, 20 rep range, with as little breaks as possible, because that's going to keep the intensity nice and high. So I would say start your workout with that, and then finish your workout with 20 minutes to 30 minutes of cardio. That would be the best for losing fat. Next question is from Kate_SlimSW, who says, have you thought about doing a meal or workout plan? So, in the fitness industry, shall we say, recently it has become very popular for people to do some sort of guide, whether that's a build your bum or grow your bum guide, which quite frankly I think is bullshit, but we'll roll with it. I wouldn't ever release a guide of any sort, not one that was for a certain amount of people. I mean, I'm a personal trainer, I do online coaching, but each of my girls has a completely different plan, completely different workout, completely different nutrition. So yeah, a little plug, if you are interested in working with me on online coaching, message me on Instagram or hit me up with my email and we can definitely sort something out. Okay, next question is from J.Ann Watford, who asks 3 questions. That's 4. 3 questions. They said, what would you eat, drink pre and post workout when you're just a beginner? So it doesn't really matter whether you're a beginner or whether you're advanced. I would say 100% make sure you eat and drink post and pre-workout. They are the most important meals of your day, especially if you're weight training. Pre-workout, I like to have carbs with normally some sort of caffeine, but don't rely on it. I mean, yeah. And post-workout, a nice big meal with lots of protein and some carbs to keep you going, just to refuel and repair those muscles. Any recommendations for good sports bras? I'm not really like a sports bra kind of girl. Like, obviously I wear a sports bra, don't get me wrong, but I don't really like, I'm not really that fussy. I mean, my bra, most of mine are from like Primark or like Sports Direct, so anything that's comfy. Who is your biggest inspiration? It can be fitness or not fitness related. Biggest inspiration? Kind of bad, but I don't really have like an inspiration. Like, there's no one I really particularly look up to. I would say like anyone that's run a successful business, somebody who's just said fuck it, given up everything, started their own business and been successful with it. I would say they're probably my inspiration. Okay, next question. If you only have, sorry, this is by the Palo Peach, and she asks, if you only had 30 minutes to work either upper body or lower body, what exercises would you do in that time? Heavy, supersets, or a mix of both? Okay, so only 30 minutes to work either upper or lower body. So if you only had half an hour to get in a workout, I would suggest supersets, because their main purpose is for time. So they're quick. I would say make your workout 3 lots of supersets, so 6 different exercises, 3 lots of supersets, and do each one 3 times. That should take about half an hour. Heavy, up to you. It depends on your style of training, depends on your fitness goals. If I wanted a quick 30-minute workout, I would keep my reps nice and high, the weight reasonably light, and then I'd get a good intensity. Next question is from Charlotte Change. I love this girl. She said, how are your family with your health and fitness journey? Mine aren't the most supportive of times, and my mum sometimes asks, why are you doing this if I'm exercising at home or skipping takeaways, etc., and almost see it as a bad thing. Maybe it's just a generation thing, but I was just wondering your thoughts. Love you, you amazing girly. Love you too, girl. Okay, so my family were not really supportive at all when I first started training. A bit like Charlotte, they didn't really get it. Like, they would ask, why am I going to the gym? Why are my legs so big? I need to skip leg day. Stop just weight training, maybe do some stretches. That's literally the sort of thing I used to get. So yeah, I can't say they were most supportive, but they have definitely come around since I trained to be a personal trainer, and grown my social media platform. They are way more understanding. As you say, Charlotte, I genuinely just think it's a generation thing. People think of the gym as like some sort of unfun thing to do, like kind of like a torture, that's probably not the right word, like a, what's the fucking word, I can never think of words, it's like a like a bad thing basically, but it's not. Like, people go to the gym to feel good. So yeah, I would just say my family weren't that supportive, but stick at what you're doing. If your family aren't supporting you, or if your friends aren't supporting you right now, stick with it, because I like the saying, first they will ask you why you are doing it, and then they will ask you how you did it. So stick to your guns, your family will come around, I promise. Next question by AJZM said, how do you motivate yourself to get back on track after a break? So if I have gone off track or taken a few days off, etc, etc, I think the best way to get back on track is to plan. Like, I'm such an organised person like that, so I would sit down the night before I was gonna go back on track. I would like plan all the workouts I was gonna do, the nutrition side of things, go and do a nice big healthy food shop, make sure the fridge is full, make sure I've prepped any meals I need to. I'm not really a meal prep girl, but make sure I've got like healthy snacks, and also make sure that I have got some sort of water bottle that I can top up every day, and try and drink 3, 4, 5 litres of water a day. I feel like that really helps. Like, if I'm keeping myself hydrated, I feel like it motivates me more to stay on track. And yeah, plan my workouts, know what I'm doing. Next question, Welly777, who says, your views on creatine. So I think there is a lot of supplements out there that are literally just there to take your money. Creatine is a good thing to take if you're in a calorie surplus and you are lifting heavy, because obviously the creatine, it will help you with the lift. So if you're taking it regularly, that first pull, that first push, it will just help you push it basically. So creatine is a good thing to take. Also, it puts a lot of water in your muscles, so it makes you look bigger. When I was on a bulk, I was taking creatine, and after about a week of taking it, I did actually see a difference. Maybe it's just a mental thing, but I would recommend it. Don't waste your money on it. I mean, if you're somebody who is taking a bulk seriously, in a calorie surplus, and weight training heavy, give it a shot. Why not? Chuck it in with your BCAAs if you take them, or just chuck it in with some water, and just make sure you take it regularly. I think they say that if you don't take it regularly, it doesn't actually make a difference, so it's just a waste of money. But I don't really know. I don't really take many supplements. Next question is by Phoebes E. McCartney, who says, and my number one question is, how do you always get your tan to be so flawless? Yeah, it's I wouldn't say it's flawless, and I wouldn't say it's easy. I use the Bonsai Sands dark or the extra dark. I like to make sure that I buy those gloves that you can buy in like Boots or Primark, and it's basically like a whole glove, and it's like an exfoliator on the glove, if that makes sense. So I go in the shower, I literally use an exfoliator, like rub it all into my body, take off all my previous tan, get out the shower, dry myself off, put moisturiser on my elbows and all that good stuff, and then I wait like 30 minutes, and then I would just apply my fake tan, and if it's in the day, I'll give it 6 hours, and if not, I'll sleep with it on, but just be aware your bed sheets will go bright red. And yeah, I top mine up every 3 to 4 days. It is a fucking mission though, I don't enjoy it very much. Next question is from personal_styling_online, who says, hi, just got a question, what app are you using for your diet? So I use MyFitnessPal, always have, always will. I just really like it, get on with it, been using it for nearly 2 years, so yes. Next question, how did you grow your Instagram account how you have so far? Any advice would be great. Okay, so I started my Instagram account in February this year, and since then I have had quite a good response, I would say. I've met a lot of people. I didn't really try to grow my Instagram, but I would say make sure you're consistent, always uploading, and always interacting, so liking other people's posts, commenting on other people's posts, kind of just getting to know people. and also value. Make sure your posts have some sort of value of why people would want to follow you, because if you just post your breakfast every day, like, nobody, unless it's genuinely amazing, nobody really cares. Next question is from Emma Sarah Hilton, who asks, my PT teaches that calories should be body weight in pounds times 10. I've dropped my weight since this, so I've upped to 1,600 calories a day, but don't seem to be gaining much muscle. Was watching your video on doing a bulk, but unsure what's best to do, whether to stick at 600 calories or start a bulk. I only train 3 times a week. Okay, long question. Asking that should body weight in pounds times 10 be what you should eat. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of body weight in pounds times 10, but I would say if you were doing a bulk, then up your calories 100 a week, weigh yourself, and basically just make sure you're putting on weight. It sounds savage, but that's the way it is. If you're only training 3 times a week though, I would make sure that your sessions are really intense and you're working really hard, because you want to make sure those extra calories do actually turn into muscle. So yeah, I would say up your calories, girl. Get on that bulk life. Okay, next question. Mrs_cat_west asks, hi Georgie, love watching your videos. How long has it taken you to achieve your body? Have you always been super active? No, not really. I mean, I did the child thing of like loving PE. I used to do like a few running things and stuff like that, but then I was the lazy teenager. I didn't really do much. All I ate was cheese sandwiches and chicken nuggets. It's only in the last 2.5 years, I would say, I got into being more active, and then in the last 1.5 years, maybe verging on 2 years, I've been weight training. Yeah, that is how long it has taken me. It is a very long process. Next question. Tom Rose 5 says, hey, I play rugby and I just want to ask 2 things. Number 1, how to grow and define your quads and hamstrings. So to grow any muscle, you need to make sure you're in a calorie surplus. So you're eating more calories than you are basically burning. So get in a calorie surplus, train legs twice a week, make sure you're on heavy squats, make sure you're on heavy leg press, hamstring curls, leg extensions, just really pushing on the weight, and then you'll see your legs grow. And to define them, just do a cut afterwards. Next question, to get a bigger, thicker back and tone it. Same rule applies basically. Make sure you're in a calorie surplus. Make sure you're hitting your back from all angles. So exercises that target all of your back. Oh, and 3, are you single? No, sorry. Next question, Izzy Corkhart, probably said that completely wrong, says, what's the best starting weight for deadlifts for someone with very little upper body strength, and how often should you increase it by, and by how much? Good question. Obviously I can't tell you what weight to start out with, but if I was you, grab a bar, grab 2 5-kilogram plates and just start with that, and then in that session basically aim for 6 reps. So if you can do more than 6 reps on that weight, up it a little bit and see what you can do at 6 reps. Once you've got to that, note the weight that you just did. Then the next week, come in and put an extra 5 kilograms on top of that and try and deadlift that. And each week, just increase it by 5 kilograms, and that is how I would suggest improving your deadlifts. I can't get my words out today. Right, next question is by mxm.aesthetics. Got that one in one. Says, question for your Q&A, what do you... Oh my god, I actually can't read. Question for your Q&A, do you ever plan to compete, and what got you into fitness? I can't say I would ever compete. It's not really something I'm interested in. I am a massive foodie and I don't think I could ever starve myself like that, especially not for one day. I mean, it's impressive the people that can do it. Like, it's a massive commitment, so hats off to anyone that can do it, but I never would do that. I'm just not really that sort of girl. And what got me into fitness? I don't really know. I was definitely a cardio bunny to begin with. I was just trying to lose some weight, and then, to be honest, I don't know if anyone's heard of it, but I've heard of him, but it's Michael Matthews' book. Hang on, we've got it here in the bookshelf. I remember buying this book. If anyone's seen this book, let me know in the comments, or even if you've read it, let me know in the comments. This was the first book I ever bought, and it's basically like a weight training guide. And that was like my Bible to begin with, and that's what got me into weight training, I would say. This question is by Dion. He says, what is your opinions on overtraining? I definitely think you can overtrain. Yeah, if you're in the gym 7 days a week, unless you've been training for like years and years, I don't really see much point. I mean, if you're starting out, you only really need to train 3 or 4 times a week and you will see a difference. Next question is from Workout Bug with a Y, fuck knows. How did you begin your fitness journey? Kind of already answered that. What advice would you give to a new fitness Instagrammer? Sorry mate, kind of already answered that. What's your favourite thing to work out? Oh, easy, shoulders. All day, every day. Next question, thought on reverse dieting. Reverse dieting is very good. I started doing it before I did my bulk. If you're somebody who's on very low calories already and can't see a difference, like if you're trying to cut your calories and you're already on super low calories, I would definitely recommend a reverse diet. Look it up on Google, have a read. I think as long as you track it accurately, it's definitely an effective way of bringing up your maintenance calories. I'm hopefully now uploading once or twice a week. Yeah, so I don't like that. So basically we have an automatic light in our house which comes on when someone's in the corridor, and it just randomly fucking comes on. I'm not okay with that. Oh, okay, I'm gonna go before I get murdered. Yeah, if you like this kind of video, let me know in the comments, and also in the comments let me know what sort of video you would like to see. I'm obviously a great lover of the vlog, so hopefully next week there'll be a vlog. Yeah, I'm gonna stop chatting shit, and I will see you next week. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and if you were somebody who asked a question on Instagram, let me know in the comments. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next week.